Hello everyone, Republic Jim here. It's Memorial Day weekend and I'm taking advantage of the time to get out and do an overnight camp out. Got up here a little bit later than I'd planned, but I got my shelter set up and I gathered up stuff to make a platform for my bed, and I need to get that put together here pretty quick because I'd like to do it before it gets too dark. Of course, I brought along LED lights, but it's nice if I can save the batteries on those till later. And just full disclosure, I'm not exactly roughing it here. I actually drove up here so I could bring along more stuff and have a propane cook stove if I don't feel like trying to cook over a fire. And I brought my coffee pot and all those luxuries. I don't think I'll bother with a fire tonight since it's getting a little late by the time I get my bed set up. I don't really feel like scrounging for dry wood and that sort of thing. But I might do that tomorrow after I get up, depending on conditions and what I feel like. But I'll just, get my bed set up, and then I'll break out the stove and fix my dinner. And don't really need a fire because even though it's been fairly wet today, it's pretty warm really. It's only supposed to get down around 40 overnight, and I have a sleeping bag and such, so I'm really not too worried about getting cold or anything. So don't need the fire for that. But like I said, I might do that in the morning for practice and maybe put my do my breakfast over the fire. We'll see. And I hear the resident turkeys getting in full chorus now, so they're probably going to be obnoxious for a while until it gets a little darker. But anyway, that's it for now. I need to get busy setting up my bed, which I will talk about more tomorrow when I have daylight, and I want to do a separate video for that. But I'll check back in again later. Well, it's about 10 o'clock now, a couple minutes after. I've got my bed all set up. Finally got around to breaking out the stove. I'm heating up some chicken and dumplings now, which looks like just a real gourmet treat, but it'll do for tonight. And then for breakfast, I'm looking forward to fresh perk coffee and sausage fried up, and I don't know, maybe some oatmeal to go along with that. But hopefully this setup will be fairly comfortable, and we'll see how it does tonight. And I'll check in the morning. Good morning. It's just after 5 o'clock, and woke up to the sound of crows and assorted other things. It's dry and pretty comfortable at the moment. I woke up once during the night and heard light rain, but nothing serious. Stayed quite comfortable overnight. My bed is really quite pleasant, and had no trouble staying warm enough. So I'm going to try to go back to sleep, get a little more rest before I get up and do breakfast. Then once I get up, I'll do a couple of other things, practice some skills, and try to film a couple of quick videos. But good night, and it's always good to get out in the woods and get some practice with that, and just get away from everything. So anyway, I'm gonna try to get back to sleep now. Check back again later. It's just about 6 o'clock now, and obviously getting quite light. Birds have been noisy and such, so don't think I'm going to be able to get back to sleep anymore. But plus my stomach's starting to growl, so it's I think it's about time to get the coffee pot going and think about frying up some sausage. But just a couple of quick things I wanted to mention on my shelter. I used the ridgeline setup that I learned from Stoker-Matic, which I will put a link to his video down below in the description. But I've used it before, but with paracord. This was the first time that I tried it with bank line. And the bank line's only less than a quarter the strength of paracord, but I figured, how much strength do you need to support a lightweight tarp? Unless the wind was howling or something, my bank line's plenty strong, and that did prove to be the case. Didn't have any trouble at all supporting it and making it through the night. And the bank line is a lot more compact, takes up less space in my shelter kit, so that worked out very well. And then the light bulb is one of those emergency rechargeable bulbs, LED, that I just charged up at home and carry it in my car, and very convenient just to be able to hang up where I want it and have light when I want. And with the reflective surface of the tarp, it really lit things up nicely in here last night when I was trying to get things set up. And lasts for a long time on the charge, much longer than what I needed in order to get my stuff done. And the only other thing I wanted to add was that, in hindsight, I should have put my bed further back towards the back of the shelter, because I made a fairly high ridge on this just so that I had more headroom. If it had been really windy and rainy, I would have put it down lower, just try for more shelter. But as it was, I like having it kind of open and having more headroom. But with my bed right in the center under the ridge, I don't need that much headroom when I'm laying down. But then when I sit on the edge of the bed to do anything, then my head was right up against the tarp there on the front. So should have had it further back under here for sleeping, and then have it to where I could set upright on the edge of it and have more headroom there. But only a minor detail. It was a comfortable night and worked out well anyway. So that said, I'm going to get up and start getting the coffee going and get on with the day.